And going on from there, there's another detail that strikes me just now, looking back at the video that I made about the book. Here it is, and all that, and all the rest of it. It never stops hurting. That's one thing I've really found out. However, the big difference is that now I can feel the pain on the one hand, and I can be okay with all of that. Okay, I'm having the hardest time I'm having is with sort of having to accept other people's pain. Okay, that's something I'll always have a hard time with. But even that is mainly an intellectual stance. What I can see in myself is that I have way more emotional muscle. Okay, so it's like yards and yards of resiliency and flexibility and the capacity to experience things the way they were. It's all really just part of my life. Okay, so it's all become more and more aware. And I thought that was a useful thought to express, to add on, just as an afterthought, to the whole completion process story, because there's phases, right? I described the first couple of phases where I went into the emotion, or I came into contact with the emotion, and I bawled my eyes out, and I had to have also somebody else's support right there, and somebody's acknowledgement, somebody's validation. And then after that, I started creating again. I started trying to express it, to draw it, make a couple of, find ways to hold on to the way that part of me really works, the way it sees things, the way it has felt things. And from then on, it was making the book was about, making a place for the drawings to stay without any text added, just images, and having a home for them. And in the past couple of years, I have also been writing, like a stream of consciousness type poetry in the Dutch language. That is, it was important to me to do that at that time. I don't, at this moment, I don't do it much because I'm really involved with all the oracle business and the tarot business and all that. However, I found out then that I had to bind the booklets together, and I used to sew booklets together, so with beads even attached to the backside of the book, and I wrote my texts in there. And then after that, I made a cardboard. I'm always using cardboard because it's around and it's cheap. Let's recycle, okay? Let's upcycle. And I made a little house out of that, and I can show you that in another video, where all the booklets live in. And it's become more and more precious to me, all that stuff, even though that hasn't been added to really recently, except in the winter. Just in the past winter was the last time I added a booklet to that collection. But deciding that, okay, this is nice, I love doing this is important to me, this is an important part of my healing process, I can feel it's doing me a world of good. Let's have a place for it where it can stay. Let's give those babies, those children of mine, a home, okay? And I thought that's been a really decisive phase for me to, instead of having the just stuffed in a cupboard somewhere, the way it always used to be. Everything used to be shoved in a cupboard, shoved in a cardboard box, any old how, okay? And that wasn't doing it. So I made things. I made things for things to stay in. I made little constellations of things. And the book that I showed you just now is another such a piece of yeah, maybe you can call it art. I don't care much for the art dimension. I don't see it as art. I see it as therapy. Okay, so there you go. I'm not sure I'm going to post any of this, but we'll see about that because it's number 5 today. I am in a dreadful hurry, apparently. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye bye for now. Until next time.